Kentucky saw some storms Saturday and several areas reported wind damage. For Conley Bottom Resort on Lake Cumberland in Wayne County, they actually experienced damage and power outages, all while working one of their busiest weekends of the year. WKYT's Alyssa Williams went there to check in with staff to figure out how they're dealing with that cleanup.
Thousands of people are in and out of Conley Bottom Resort in Wayne County during the summer holidays, and Labor Day weekend was no exception.
We've had quite a bit of business, and it's been a good weekend overall.
But nothing could have prepared staff for the heavy storms that passed through on Saturday. You can see it here in this video by Bryn Bollinger while she was eating at the resort's marina with her family.
All of the napkins and plates and silverware and food just go flying over the edge of the balcony, and it's just flying through the air. And we run inside. We have the dog with us. It's pouring on us. I don't know. It was pretty crazy.
Strong winds damaged a pier at the marina and even knocked out the resort's water and electric.
We had all kinds of people here, but thankfully no one was injured, and that's what's most important.
One of the resort's owners, Fred Piercy, says there were already damages at the marina caused by a tornado earlier this year.
Oh, it's been tough because we need the guys taking care of customers, but we have to have some of them taking care of the damages and working on that. So it's caused us all to work a lot of long hours.
But Piercy says as of Monday morning, crews were able to fix the pier and get the electric and water up and running once again, all while operating one of the busiest weekends of the year.
We got lots of anchor work to do after that storm, but it's coming together, and we are blessed with good customers. As you look around how busy we are still today, so we have a wonderful customer base, and we've been blessed in many ways.
In Wayne County, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
Now, these damages also come after the marina caught fire a few years ago, but the family-operated business continues to make repairs and move on.